And I'm like, what is going on? And she was like, he burned me.
Back up on the move, touchdown in my hometown, got nothing to lose. I am on my own now, I am in control now. Ain't need you to go now, I can fix my own crown. Back up on my move.
Hey y'all, it's TheBreeze and you're plugged into the Breeze lifestyle. Thank you as always for clicking onto this video. You already know if this ain't your first time here, we locked in, friend. If you want to continue to support me, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. If you want to see more of your girl, go ahead and follow my Instagram and I'm about to say Twitter. I ain't got no Twitter. Follow Instagram and TikTok at TheBreeze Lifestyle 777. Y'all, let's get into this video because yeah, first of all, can we get into this hair? I did my best, y'all. I did my best. What you think? If you think I did good for my second wig install, give me a thumbs up. I think I did pretty decent. Anyway, okay, let's get into the video. They said I don't be staying on topic and on track. We're going to make sure this video flow, okay? So first of all, I want to say, because I don't know exactly how old I was. I know I was in middle school during this time. But, y'all, I was not a bad kid. I was not hot in the ass. I was not fast. But I did do some things I wasn't supposed to do. So this is about the time I snuck boys in my house. Now, I forgot what story time it was, but I told y'all that my mom used to go to Atlantic City. If you don't know what that is, it's like the casinos or whatever. So she used to go to the casinos, and when she went to the casinos, she wasn't coming home to the morning time, and I knew that. And it wasn't always even early in the morning. Sometimes it'd be like 10, 11 o'clock. Because the casinos in Atlantic City was like, I want to say an hour and a half to 2 hours away from where we live. So this night, I'm sorry, y'all. If I'm distracting y'all by keep rubbing my fingers through my hair, I just can't help it. But yeah, so this night, I knew my mom was going to be gone, and I had a little bill. Now, if you watch my video about I ran away from the fight, yeah, that was my boo. I forgot what I named him, but I really don't have time to think about too many names. So it was 3 dudes. We're going to call them Ninja 1, Ninja 2, and Ninja 3, period. Now, Ninja 1 and Ninja... Well, don't get them confused with my last story time about the wild night in Atlanta. These is different ninjas. I'm just using stereotypical names. So Ninja 1 and Ninja 2 was brothers, and Ninja 3 was their friend, and they was always together. And it's like, my man, Ninja 1, of course the one is for me. Ninja 1 was, yeah, that was my man. So I had this girl on a story time before, I believe. Either way, we're going to call her Big Booty Judy. Don't get it confused if I use this name already before. This is somebody different. I don't remember the name I named her. But Big Booty Judy was for the brother, which is Ninja 2. And it was the younger brother. Mind you, Ninja 2... Big Booty Judy was younger than me, maybe by like a year or maybe 2. She wasn't that much younger than me. But Ninja 2 is Ninja 1's little brother. And Slim, y'all know Slim from a couple of my story times, Slim had Ninja 3. So I'm like, okay, y'all come over, whatever. Of course, nobody had a car. Now, we was from the east side, right? But we lived over west side. So before my mom left, my mom picked up Big Booty Judy and Slim, and we was at my house or whatever. So they were staying the night with me because she always felt better when, you know, because I was old enough to be left in the house by myself, but she did feel better when I had my friends with me. And I don't know why, because me and my friends, when we link up, it's probably better if I was alone. But yeah, so anyway, we telling them early, like, let's say I knew that she was going to go on a Wednesday. We already setting up plans, like we all was virgins. And it's just like, you know, but we still like boys and we want to be around them. And at this time, we will always hang out with them, like, outside on the electric box. If you don't know about the electric box, I'm going to put it right here. But where was your childhood? You must have lived in the suburbs. Anyway, say no, I'm just playing. But anyway, seriously. Anyway, the electric box was that was the spot. That was the meetup spot. People ain't really have cell phones like that, you know, but we knew if you looking for somebody, you can find them on the electric box. So we telling them, like, because I never had my man's number. And I can't remember, because, you know, if you're in your 30s or late 20s, early 30s, late 20s, you know that like we grew in technology. So we had Boost Mobiles, we did have those, but I don't think my man had a phone. Because I had a phone, but I don't think my man had a phone. So I can't remember 100%. But I know that we told them, like, yeah, we want y'all to come over, you know, whatever. And of course, as boys, they hype. Like, they thinking they about to get some cootie cat. And really, in all reality, we just want to hang out with y'all. Like, we just want to cuddle and just, like, chill. Like, I ain't trying to do all of that. Keep in mind, like, I ain't trying to do all that. I know when I told you about the story of Hey Arnold, like, I was pressed to, like, lose my V. But at this time, I feel like it was early middle school, and I wasn't pressed. I was a little scared. I was a little scared. Like, I really just wasn't worried about it. I was just more into just starting to, like, kiss boys and stuff like that. So that's where it stopped. Kissing and maybe a little booty rub, but, like, that's it. Like, you ain't getting too much more out of me. So anyway, the night came and it was time for them to come. So they were like, all right, we're going to walk over there. We'll be over there around 8 o'clock or whatever. So I'm like, all right, cool. So we young, so we ain't got no food for real. We probably got some cereal. We ain't really got no snacks. So it's not like we're trying to cater to you, cause baby, this is your day. Do anything for my man, baby, you love me away. No, just come over. You better eat first, and I ain't cooking no breakfast. Like, what you thought? So yeah, so they came over. So I had a 3-bedroom house. So I was telling them, like, all right, cool. Like, we're not going to be together the whole time. Like, I need some alone time with my man, period. So I'm like, I'm just going to stay in my room because it's mine. I gave Slim my mom's room, and I gave Big Booty Judy the extra room. Like, it was just an extra. I don't know why we had an extra room with an extra bed, but we did. So, I mean, I guess a guest room or whatever, but it really just had a bed in there and a little bit of storage stuff or whatever. So we like, all right, cool. We already know where our rooms are. We're going to split up. Da, da, da. So they get there, and at first we just in the living room chilling, cracking jokes, because that's just how it was. Like, it wasn't really no pressure. Like, it wasn't really extra lovey-dovey between me and my man, or like, we was just cool. Like, we had a good time together, and we was just cool with each other or whatever. So we was just talking and having fun. We all knew each other, obviously, and we was just, you know, whatever. So it started getting a little later, and I'm like, babe, come upstairs with me. And now that I'm telling the story, I can see why I kind of led him on to maybe probably believe, because I was just so excited. Like, I just wanted to kiss on you. I just wanted to kiss. That's it. Like, nobody's here. You know, when you a kid, you just love not having supervision. Because when you ain't got supervision, you feel grown. And I felt like I was a little kid, a little grown. I got the house to myself. Who else is doing this? I'm thinking, now, mind you, I had a little issue with Ninja One cheating on me. Yeah, the girl that ran me off was his side joint, or was I the side joint? To this day, I don't know, but he made me feel like I was number one. So after that little situation, he obviously talked my head off. Not talk my head off, but he like, baby, don't worry about her. Da, 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 da. Like, I don't even know her. She ugly. Why would I even be messing with her? Da, da, da. I'm like, yeah, she is ugly. Like, you are fine. Why would you even? Not knowing whole time. I never confirmed 100%, but I'm almost like, I'm 95% sure he was messing with that girl. Like, now that I know what I know, that it don't matter what the girl looks like. If a dude wants some action and the action is being given by anybody, 9 times out of 10, they gonna take that action, okay? So I really wasn't worried about that, but I know that it was faster girls than me. I'm not just gonna call them fast, but they was faster than me. So I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna jump the gun and be humping, but I wanna show you that I'm grown too. Like, I wanna show you that I can do a little something too. So I'm like, baby, come upstairs with me. So we go upstairs in my room. We just turn the lights off, and we just kissing and hugging and rubbing. And not rubbing no on it. Not like just rub it on the outside of the clothes, okay? It was just outside of clothes, very PG-13, okay? Very much PG-13. So then, obviously, I started hearing people come up the steps. So I feel like after I went in the room, Slim and Ninja 3 went in the room, and then Ninja 2 and Big Booty Judy went in the room. So we just chilling, and I always used to love playing music, like playing me a little Chris Brown, playing me a little Chase songs, like just setting the mood, even though, yeah, I ain't trying to do all of that, but I just want to set the mood. I just want it to be sexy. So yeah, so we just doing our thing or whatever, and then I just hear like, do, 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 do. So the first thing I do was run down. I'm like, oh, like I am scared, because I'm thinking like, first of all, why would my mom be knocking on the door? She got the key, you know, and I know that she's gone. Like, I know that she's not coming, because it's not even that late. It's like 10, 11 o'clock. So I know for sure, like, she's not here. So I go downstairs. I don't see nothing. Now, mind you, our house was set up. We had like an indoor porch. So the screen door was locked, and then you had to go, obviously, walk to the screen door to get into the real door. So I'm like, I walked downstairs and I peeped, like I could see it from the steps. So I go downstairs and I peeped and I didn't see nothing. So I'm like, okay. So I go I knock on Slim door, which is not her door, my mom's door, which is Nancy. Like, why was I knew Slim wasn't doing nothing neither, but why am I letting her and some ninja be in my mom's room in her bed? If anything, I should have took that, but whatever. I'm like, I ain't want nobody in my bed but me. That's so messed up. But anyway, so I checked on her, ain't nothing happened. So then I hear it again, do, 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 do. And I'm like, what is going on? So then I go into Big Booty Judy room. I didn't even knock on the door. And she like, ah. And I turn the lights on. I'm like, what's going on? She just like, I'm like, what is going on? She was like, and he just sitting there looking like, in shock, but he not saying nothing. Ninja 2. So I'm like, what is going on? And at this point, everybody's kind of like coming towards the room. I'm like, what's going on? So I'm like touching Big Booty Judy. Like, I go up to her because she got her hand over her eyebrow. So I'm like, what's going on? What's going on? She just like, And I'm like, what is going on? And she was like, he burned me. He was like, I didn't mean to. Now he started talking, copy, please. He's like, I didn't mean to. I'm sorry. So I'm like, what's going on now? Mind you, Big Booty Judy, she got a big booty, but she also a little Debo. Like, she stocky-ish, like, yeah. So I'm like, what is going on? So long story short, he had like a comb. You know, the rat tail comb that got the metal on the other side. I don't know where he got that from. Like, obviously it was mine, but I don't know how it just came about. So he had a lighter, and he was lighting the silver part of the rat tail comb, and then he ended up burning her eyebrow. Like, literally, like half of her eyebrow damn near was gone. And I'm like, how did you do it? I feel like you had to do that on purpose. Like, how did you do that? So it's just like, yo, what's going on? So I'm just trying to console her, and I get a rag, and I'm like trying to give it to her so she could put it on. And she was, I don't want to say she was being extra, because I'm sure it really hurt, but she was very much giving, she just got stabbed or something. Like, she was just, oh my gosh. I'm like, yo, like, what's going on? I'm like, let me see. And she wasn't trying to let me see. So when I seen that, I was like, oh my gosh, like, what is going on? Because one thing about these boys, especially Ninja 2, because he was the youngest out of all of us, he played too much. Like, he was just on some young boy stuff. Now, mind you, we was all young, but he was like, really, like, he just played too much. So that's why I said I felt like he did that on purpose. And it's like, yo, like, why are you doing that? We trying to kiss. Why are you messing it up? And I know, like, she was down to kiss you, but also I feel like Big Booty Judy, like, she also was just kind of somebody who wanted to talk as well, just like me. I like to talk too. So I don't know what they was really doing in their room, because I was knee deep, tongue deep in my man. Wait, no. No. Oh, no. No. We we was kissing, y'all. We was only kissing. So I'm like, okay. So I'm staying in the room for a little bit. So then she gets up and she starts because he's scared. He already kind of know. Like I said, she little Debo. She be fighting. So I'm like, what's going on? So she gets up and she charges after this man. He ran so fast. Like, he ran straight down the stairs, straight out the house. Like, he was gone. So she's chasing this man outside in the middle of the night. No shoes on. No nothing. And I'm like, Big Booty Judy, come back. Come back. Like, I'm like, it's not that serious. Come back. So now, like I said, all of us was at the door. So now we all kind of like standing, not outside, but the boys was standing outside, and me and Slim more so standing in the, I was about to say in the indoor garage. We standing in the indoor patio or whatever, the porch, right? So I'm like, Big Booty Judy, come back, come on now. Mind you, it's not even really hot outside. Like, you out here with no coat, no shoes, short sleeve shirt on. Like, come on, it's not that serious. We'll figure it out in the house. So she's chasing him, and he's just like, like, you know, trying to not get caught because he know that she's about to punch him. Like, she was so furious. So I'm like, Big Booty Judy, get in house, come on. So she eventually, because she couldn't catch him because he was pretty fast. Like, he was not trying to get hit. So she comes in the room. She comes in the house. And she just like, oh my gosh, I'm going to beat him up. Like, she was just so mad. So I'm like, why would you do that? He was like, I didn't mean to. So mind you, so let's say my house is right here. This is the sidewalk. This is the street. This is the other sidewalk. And like, it's like a corner right there. I'm not exactly on the corner, but I'm like 3 houses down from the corner. So he's standing on the opposite side of the street on the corner like, nah, I'm not coming in. So his brother telling him like, yo, come on. Because you're messing up what we had going on. Obviously, in his mind, he probably thought we was going to do more than what I was planning on doing. But it's like, you messing it up, bro. Like, that's why I didn't want to bring you. You lucky she was here because I would have never brought you. And I'm like, oh my gosh, my man trying to get back to me. Like, his brother is tripping. I'm like, yo, Ninja 2, she's not gonna hit you. Come on, please just come in the house. He like, no, tell her to say that. Tell her to say that she's not gonna hit me. I don't believe it. And I'm like, please, Big Booty Judy, like, are you okay now? Can you please just tell this dude that you're not gonna hit him? She like, no, I want to whoop his ass. Like, what? And it's because we're trying to get him in. She had went upstairs because we only had one bathroom. So she had went upstairs to the bathroom and she looked at herself, and that made her even more mad. She just standing there like she was just pissed off. And I'm like, yo, your eyebrows gonna grow back. And honestly, I don't know if it ever really fully grew back. I don't know if it ever really fully grew back. But I'm like, your eyebrows gonna grow back. Like, don't worry about it. And she just like was so mad. Like, she was just so mad. So I'm like, yo, like, come on, like, we trying to do a 3-man. Like, everybody got their own man. We got the house to ourselves. Like, can we get over this, you know? Because that's her boyfriend. Like, they was together. Now, Ninja 3 and Slim wasn't together, but she had a crush on him. And me and Ninja 1, we was together. We was together. And Ninja 2 and Big Booty Judy, they was together too. So I'm like, come on, please get in the house or whatever. So I'm like, please, listen, I'm like, tomorrow when we wake up, you can beat him up. But tonight, please, for your girl, can we just not? So I'm telling her, like, just chill out. So she like, all right, but tomorrow I'm whooping his ass. Like, she was just so mad. So I'm like, all right, well, tell him that you're not going to do anything. And she was like, I'm not going to touch you. I'm not going to touch you. He was like, I don't believe you. Like, he was such a goofball. He was still on that corner on the other side of the street. So eventually we talked him into coming back in the house. But he was like, Brielle, like, I hate when I be saying my name. I hate when I be saying my name on YouTube. But anyway, it's not a secret. But anyway, so he like, Brielle, if you please can be in a room with me and her, because I don't. If you leave us in that room together, she's gonna beat me up. Like, no, I need you in there. So I'm like, so his brother like, no, we're not going in the room with y'all. We got our own room. You go in the room with her, and she's not gonna do nothing to you. And she just still had this look on her face, like she was just so irritated, like she was just mad. So he was like, nah, man, like no, I need you to be in the room, and I'm not doing it unless, I'm not going in that room unless you're in the room. And I'm like, okay, all right, I'll be in the room with y'all. So we in the room, and they just laying down, and he just like, I'm so sorry. Like, he just trying to butter her up, and she really not saying nothing. And I'm like, come on. Like, so since we in the room with them now, Slim and Ninja 3, they went back in the room. Like, they like, this ain't got nothing to do with me. I don't know what they was doing in that room. I know that they wasn't humping. But I don't know if they was kissing. I don't know really what they was doing for real. But I just know for sure she would have told me. If she would have lost her little V thing that day, first I would have known by them sheets. But she would have told me that. But yeah, so I'm just like having conversations or whatever. And my man is like, we bought our covers. So we had 2 covers, but we was both sitting on the bed. So he like, no, don't worry about them. Like, come here. Like he was just so irritated with his brother. So he like, no, don't worry about them. Come on. And then his brother just keep bringing me in it like, Brielle, you know I'm sorry. You know, I tell her I didn't mean to. You know, I'm so sorry. I was just playing around. I didn't know she was going to turn around like that. I'm like, Big Booty Judy, you know he like you. You know he wouldn't do that on purpose. Like, you know, come on. So she like, just basically he kind of wore her down, and they just like under the covers, and they just chilling. He like, come here, let me hold you. So they just chilling or whatever. So me and my man, we get back to action, like we just kissing or whatever. Y'all, why this man? I forgot exactly what I had on, but I want to say I had some type of like little shorts on or whatever. This man, no, they was definitely pants. They was like pajama pants type. So they was loose a little bit, but still tight, if you know what I mean. Like, they was probably a little tight on the booty, but loose on the legs. Like, I don't know. I know they wasn't like leggings, but I know I wore them for a reason, because they look good. So, yeah. So, how about this man? I don't even remember how he did this. Like, we was just talking. Now, mind you, he plays too. He was just talking. I feel like he was trying to touch me in places I was scared to be touched. And I'm like, no. And I was just trying to bring his hands up to like hold me, you know, and like hold my weight, because we're facing each other. And I just want him, he's trying to do this, and I'm trying to get him to do this. Just like, hold me tight. Yeah, so I'm just trying to get him to hold me. And somehow, some way, this man pulls my pants down. He pulled my pants down. When I tell you, I squirmed. I said squirmed. I squirmed and scraped and tried to get them pants back up. Like, they was down to my knees. And I'm like, oh, whoa. I'm like, whoa, hold on. Like, wait. And I'm just like, at this point, I'm on the ground. Like, because the bed in the guest room, it wasn't a real bed. It was like, you know, the box spring, and the bed was on the floor. So I rolled off the bed, and I rolled on the floor and hurried up and put my pants up. And that's when because they was under the covers, Ninja 2 and Big Booty Judy. They was like faces under the covers and everything. So they popped their heads out, and Ninja 1 just laughing at me. He just laughing at me like, I'm like, you supposed to be my man. Like, why would you do that and then laugh at me in front of your brother and my friend? Like, what's going on here? So I'm like, that's not funny. Like, he's like, you scary. You scary. I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm just not doing nothing. Like, why would I? No, because I used to be scared a little bit to tell people that I was a V. So I never really told him that I was. But it's like, if I was going to do anything with you, why would I be doing it right in the same bed as somebody else? Like, that don't even make sense. So, well, maybe it makes sense to some people, but it didn't make sense to me. And I'm like, heck no, I wasn't even trying to do that. Anyway, so after that, now I want to talk to the brother. Now the brother don't want to talk to me. But now I'm trying to talk to Ninja too, like, yeah, you know, whatever. Like, and Ninja One just kind of over it with me. Like, we not even kissing no more. We not touching, like, he just kind of over it. So then he goes, gets out the room, and he knocks on Ninja 2 door. I mean, Ninja 3 door. My mama door. He knocked on my mama door. And then it's like they all kind of started to gather together. And Ninja 2 just like, you know, basically they was trying to leave now because wasn't nobody giving them no cootie cat. And it's like, we ain't staying the night if we ain't getting no action. We could walk home. So I'm like, I'm irritated, but at the same time, I'm scared. Because if he try that again, like, why are you doing all of that? Like, I don't know. So Ninja 2 like, nah, I ain't ready to go. They like, bro, come on. And I'm just like, you leaving? He was like, yeah. He did me so dirty. Now, mind you, when I was younger, I was like the chubby kid. And I thought this man was the cutest thing in the world. He was light-skinned, he had braids, and he was just fine. Like, he knew how to dress. He was fine to me, you know. I have never seen him grown up because I never, like, we didn't have social media back then. I never, like, searched for him or whatever. But I never seen him grown up, but I know for sure back then, back in the day, he was that dude. Like, he was that dude to me, at least. To me. So I'm like, oh, my gosh. I felt I'm going to give you that story time. It's not that long, but I'm going to give it to you about how I got dissed by my crush. So I felt that before. Like, I felt me being a big girl, being vulnerable, telling somebody that you like them, and then, like, they to show you no love. So I'm thinking that this is my man. I'm thinking, like, oh, I got the cutest dude in the city. Like, you know, that's how I'm feeling. And he's treating me like this now that he ain't getting no... Like, what? So I'm kind of perplexed and mind-boggled. I'm just, like, flabbergasted. But I'm like, all right, cool. Because I'm not going to beg. I ain't going to beg you. But, all right, cool. Y'all leaving. So I'm just, you know, getting up and making sure they about to leave the house or whatever. So I go, Slim, you know, is coming out because R3 done got out the... I said R3. Ninja 3 done got out the room with her. So I'm like, okay... So eventually, obviously, he the little brother, so he can't do what he want to do. So eventually, he leave or whatever, and he telling Big Booty Judy, like, I'm so sorry, you know, whatever. Next thing you know, boom, Big Booty Judy just socked him, like, in his arm. She didn't hit him in his face or nothing, but she just punched him in his arm and was like, yeah, and then, like, she was hot. He was like, see, that's why I don't like your ass anyway. Like, he just started, he's the type that when he get mad, he just starts saying everything under the sun. So now he's telling her he don't like her, you know, whatever. And I'm like, y'all weird. Like, y'all are being really weird or whatever. So they just was being real rowdy now. So now the energy that the little brother had, now Ninja 1 and Ninja 3 kind of on it. But it's really Ninja 1, like, my dude. Like, he really on that. Like, yeah, like, being rowdy and stuff. So I'm like, all right, y'all, like, get out. Like, now I'm kicking you out because now you're being extra. They're not being disrespectful to an extent, but the fact that you was just lovey-dovey 10 minutes ago and now you acting like, you know, you don't even really like us and you know, you don't want to be here because it's a big deal for you to be here. This was the first time that I snuck a boy in my house. This is a big deal. I'm risking my freedom for you. Like, what? Like, this is big deals, big things, okay? So if that's how you want to act, then get the stepping. Get out my house. Like, what? Because I had confidence to an extent, but I was at the point, if I felt, because the crush thing happened in 3rd grade when I got dissed by my crush. So at this point, it's like, if you don't want me, then yeah, I'm not no little teddy bear no more. I'm the grizzly bear. So, what was that mean when it was like, if you see me fighting, then if you see me fighting a bear, then check on the bear. Something like that. I'm gonna see if I can find it. But anyway, So yeah, I'm like, all right, well, get out then. Like, so now we just kind of going back and forth. And I feel like R3 didn't, I keep saying R3. I feel like Ninja 3 didn't have no problem with Slim, but his boys was on that type of timing. So they started to all be on that type of timing. So we kind of like arguing. Mind you, these is our friends for real. Like, I won't say they was really friends, but these is the kids that we hang out on the block. So it's like now we just talking trash to each other. Like I said, we wasn't always like just lovey-dovey. I just liked the boy. So even though he was my boyfriend, it was rarely any times that we was kissing, or it was rarely any times that we was hugged up. This was the only time that I ever spent time with him. No, it was another time. It was another time. So yeah, it was another time. But anyway, it was hardly any time. I would say I can count on 3 fingers the time that we was actually alone with each other. Other than that, we outside on the block. So it's like we really have a friendship type of vibe. So I'm like, boy, whatever, bye. You know, just get up. We home. Y'all got to walk all the way over east side, which is going to take y'all at least 30 minutes. So, because, okay, it was east side, west side, down bottom, and west side up top. Like, it's a hill that goes up. I was all the way up top. You had to walk all the way down bottom and then go over east side. Like, boy, bye. Get out of here. You ain't got no car neither. Deuces. So, y'all, we lock the door. We go upstairs, and we not thinking nothing. We just kikiing, telling them about what happened, you know, what we was doing and stuff like that. Next thing you know, I hear doop, doop, doop. Like, you just hear little doops. I'm like, what is that? So, go downstairs. Don't see nothing, but something told me, like, go all the way downstairs and look outside. Y'all, why they on the sidewalk throwing rocks at my house? Throwing rocks at my house. And I opened the door, I'm like, why y'all throwing rocks at my house? And they ran away. I'm like, y'all are so weird. So I go back, close the door, lock the door, go back upstairs, telling them, like, yeah, they weird. Like, you know, whatever. Next thing you know, I hear a whoosh, a whoosh. And I'm like, so I run downstairs and I see them running away. I'm like, stay off my porch. Stay off my property. Like, but they ran. So it's like, y'all, I'm like, what was that sound? Because it didn't sound like they kicked the screen door. It sounded like glass. Now, mind you, I had a basement. So in the front of the house, it was like these 2 little windows that go to the basement. Y'all, they kicked my window in and broke the glass. I'm like, yo, like, if my mom didn't see Big Booty Judy eyebrow, now she definitely gonna see this. Like, what am I gonna say? But now you're doing too much. Like, what was the reason? What was the point of you kicking in my window? I thought we was actually at least cool. Why would you do all of that? Now I'm just mad and scared. Now I'm scared because, like I said, this is the first time I had boys over at my house. So I'm like, what is my mom gonna think? What is she gonna say? Because how do I explain this? And y'all, I don't think my mom even really noticed. And by the time she did notice, I just acted clueless. Like, she didn't notice that night. Let's say she noticed like a week later, like, what's going on? What happened to the window? And I'm just acting dumb, like, what? Like, oh my gosh, what happened to the window? So I never got in trouble. And she don't watch my YouTube videos, but if she did, this would be the first time that she find out that I did this. Because she thought I was just an angel. And I was. But sometimes I would just come from heaven and go to earth and be a regular person sometimes, you know? But yeah, so that is the story time about how I snuck boys in my house, y'all. Never again. When I did hang out, because we was still, me and my man, after that, we was still together. Yeah, that's why I stand on business so hard now as a grown woman, because as a young girl, like, I really went back so many times when I shouldn't have. I let these niggas play with me. I let them play right in my face, right there, running around in circles. I let them play. Yeah, I did. Anyway, but yeah, so after that, when we did, like, link up together, we was actually at Ninja 3 house. Like, it was no more coming to our house. And Ninja 3 mom was a junkie. So she ain't really care who was in the house or whatever. She wasn't tripping. So anyway, so yeah, so that was it. And I'm sorry, I'm not gonna say she was a junkie, but she definitely, from what I remember, was on drugs. And she didn't care who was in there. But anyway, so yeah, that's the story time, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Like I always say, for this month, this is Vlogtober. Your girl is trying to get to 1K. And I thank y'all, because in like a week, I've gotten 70 more subscribers. And that's kind of, it sounds small, but y'all, I'm a small YouTuber. And it's like, I feel like y'all really catching my drift, and we really friends, and y'all really want to see me succeed. So I thank y'all, okay? If you haven't already, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye.